Hello there, it's Dusty Thunder with another story for you. This one is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Backing Out of Giving a Speech at My Stepdad's Funeral After Reading a Letter He Left Me? I'm 24 female. My stepdad passed away last month after a long illness. He came into my life when I was 6. My real dad wasn't around, and my stepdad basically raised me, taught me how to ride a bike, helped with homework, showed me how to do every school thing. We don't always see eye to eye, but he was my dad, you know? When he got sick, I helped out a lot. Visited every week, helped mom with care stuff when I could, even used some holiday time from work to be there more toward the end. Before he died, he asked me if I'd say something at his funeral. Nothing formal, just a speech. I said yes straight away. The night before the funeral, me and my mom were going through some old boxes to set up a little memory table. In one of them, she found a sealed letter with my name on it. She said he wrote it a few weeks before he passed and asked her to give it to me. She'd forgotten about it until that night. I took it upstairs and read it alone. It started off sweet, stuff like thank you for being part of my life, proud of you, that kind of thing, but toward the end it shifted. He said that when he first married my mom, he didn't want me around, that he'd try to convince her to have me live with my grandparents because he wasn't ready to raise someone else's kid, that he didn't know how to handle it, and he honestly just resented how fast everything changed. He said eventually he came to love me and that our bond became one of the most important things in his life, that writing it down was his way of being honest and showing how far we had come. I stared at it for like an hour. I tried to just brush it off, like, okay, yeah, it was a long time ago and people change, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. All those years I had believed he chose me, that he wanted to be my dad, and suddenly it felt like that wasn't true. Not at the start anyway. It made me feel like the speech I was supposed to give would be a lie. I didn't sleep that night. In the morning I told my mom I couldn't do it. I didn't say why, just that I wasn't in the right place emotionally. She said okay, but I could tell she was disappointed. My uncle ended up speaking instead. Now some family members are saying that I was cold, that I let him down on the day it mattered most. My mom hasn't pushed, but I think she knows something's up. I still don't really know how to feel. Part of me feels like I let him down, but another part of me feels like he let me down first. It didn't feel right to stand up there and talk about how much he meant to me when all I could think about was how at the start, he didn't even want me in his life. So yeah. Am I the astronaut for backing out of the speech after reading that? What a cowardly way to confess something. No, you're not the astronaut for this. In the end, he chose to be a huge asshole and called it repentance. Like, you know what? I'm gonna write this in a letter so I don't have to face the consequences. But I feel better about having written it down, knowing that she's gonna read it eventually, so I've absolved of those sins. And could die like feeling that that's not on my chest. Also, whether I'm labeling it or outright acknowledging it, I am subliminally at least acknowledging it and accepting that I am leaving that pain with her instead. I am removing that pain from myself and giving it to you. Would you say something at my funeral? This guy. Okay, he did a good job acting, pretending to be a father figure to you. That's what you discovered. The fact that in the end he chose to hand his pain to you and make it yours says everything you need to know. Whether he realized that's what he was doing or not doesn't matter. The fact that he didn't realize or didn't acknowledge or didn't choose not to give you that pain is what matters. FTG. No, OP, you would not be the astronaut. You aren't the astronaut for backing out of the speech after reading that. Here's the difference between him and you, OP. He wanted to back out on you from the get-go, and if he had had his druthers, he would have. The only thing that prevented that from happening was your mom. If it was just up to him, you wouldn't have been there. It feels like a cowardly cleanse. Like that was him removing that pain from his soul, but somehow thinking that was the right thing to do. Everybody thinks they're doing the right thing, right? Somehow he saw that this was the right thing to do. That's the problem. If the right thing to do to you is to hand your pain to someone else and let them live with it forever, you're the asshole. FTG.